So if you have insulin resistance or leptin resistance and the level of these hormones are high, you are going to find it difficult to lose weight despite eating less, despite doing the fast. So inviting you to meet one of our participants who understood this and reversed the insulin resistance and lost crazy amount of weight.
Hello, everyone. Myself, Dr. Pramod Tripathi, and I welcome you all in this session. And today we have with us Mr. Venugopal, our GTT champion, who has not only successfully reversed his diabetes, but he has also cleared his GTT. So I welcome you, Mr. Venugopal. How are you doing?
Hey, thank you so much, and a very good evening to everybody on this call. Thank you so much.
So we are really excited to see the transformation you have made possible, and super congratulations to you, and compliments to you, and kudos to your efforts.
Thank you.
The interaction today we have is to understand from you the details of your stupendous journey. So before going ahead, before Mr. Venugopal, he shares his detailings of his inspiring journey, I would just like to share this short presentation with all of you. So Mr. Venugopal Kotipalli, he's 50 years old and he's from Hyderabad. By profession, he's an associate director in one of the leading companies. He was diabetic since 2016 and he became free from medicines in 2021. He was also on antihypertensive medications and he was free from these medications in 2022. And about his achievements, he has from a diabetic with HbA1c 6.6 when he joined FFD, and now he's a non-diabetic and he has been successfully able to sustain his HbA1c to less than 5.7, which is 5.3. Congratulations. It's so, a pleasant moment for all our doctors, seeing our patients' HbA1c, because that is exactly, what we look up to. And of course, his weight. So you can all make out like he has, wow, 16 kgs weight loss. Excellent. So Mr. Venugopal, over to you. And first of all, just tell me one thing. How does it feel like reversing your diabetes? And over and above, you have stamped it that you have reversed your diabetes by clearing your GTT. Yes, please go ahead.
No, I think the history is important. I think you very well summarized it in the deck that you presented. Had been diabetic for 6 years. Very, very, concerned about not just the diabetes or the disease as such. I think it was more to do with the medications and the comorbidities which were associated with the disease, and also the associated side effects of all the medication in the long run that I was actually worried about. And then out came FFD. I think I went through 3-4 different programs, ran it through 5 or 6 of my doctor friends, and they actually stamped a strong positive on the FFD program. And then on their suggestion, I joined the FFD program in July last year, IRP batch 72. And the journey has not been anything less than a revelation, because it's not about reversing the disease. It's about understanding your own body and also not trying to work through the different cycles that the program suggests, understand them, why it has been suggested in such a manner, and then run through the cycles because they are important. The first 3 phases are extremely important for getting your body into a shape that you could probably think about reversing the disease. And post that, the maintenance phase, start building the body, start building the muscles in your body, that it starts to sustain the disorder that you put it into. I think it has to constantly fight, make sure the sugars that are getting into your body are properly processed and not getting into any further diabetic complications. So that's how it is. I think as part of the journey, again, it was extremely good to see my body move from 87 kgs. I think it was about 18 days before the actual program started. So I joined on June 20th of 2021. Actual program started on July 11th of 2021. So in that 18 days, I already lost 5 kgs. So I started at 87 kgs. And the least I hit at about was 64 and a half. And but then I don't think I wanted to be a lean cow, as Dr. Malhar rightly puts up. He says you have to be a strong horse, and that's where I am today.
Excellent. So I would really want to ask you, so when that caution light turned on, when you realized that, something is wrong, and you could make out that, and there's a signs of diabetes, when did that happen?
No, I think it is about, you start with a disease or start with a medication for a disease without understanding where are you headed. And then the related problems start to come in. So I was actually diabetic, then the hypertension medicine came in, then there was problem with cholesterol, then there was uric acid issues in my quarterly test, then there was microalbumin issues, iron deficiencies, and vitamin D deficiencies. So these were things that were constantly coming in, maybe quarter after quarter. Every test there was a new thing which was deficient in the body, and it was showing up. And I was like really worried that I don't know how many medications I want to actually keep taking for something that I could manage by making myself physically stronger. And I think that's where the alarm bell rang. And I think COVID did its effect as well, because the two waves made me not do much of physical exercise and probably put on some more weight. And the tests were actually giving me more problems. So I think that is where the alarm bell rang.
Okay. And any hindrances or any aha moment that you want to share with us during this FFD journey?
No, I think it is sometimes extremely happy moment when you actually are going to a gymnasium with your two sons who are 21 and 18 years old, and then you compete with them saying, no, I can do better. And sometimes you are all your life, you've been 50 years of your life. I'm 50 years old. Not once have I actually tried running, but then attempt a 10K marathon in about 7 months of exercising and making yourself fit, and then run it in about an hour in 7 minutes. I think that was something I didn't expect out of myself, because I was probably so heavy that I never understood that I could do so many other things when I actually lose weight. So that was number two. And then I'm a shuttler. Primarily, I try to play shuttle to keep myself happy, and maybe the more of the dopamines that you need. But I also won a tournament with in March of this year with about the teams, about 14, 15 teams that were playing, and there were many youngsters in the team. So I actually won a tournament in March, and that I would actually say thanks to the program, which probably brought me into a shape where actually I could think I could compete and win.
Amazing. So there are many small, more inspiring,
Yes,
tiny stories in your full FFD journey. Excellent. And how do you feel? Your diabetic medication was stopped, your BP medications were stopped. How did you feel, and what changes you could see in yourself? Could you relate anything?
Okay, so I don't think it is about the disease or not trying to worry about medicines that you're taking or stopping the medicines. I think it's about the overall correction to your body, and I think the physical correction happened quite soon. I think in terms of losing weight, but I think a different matter that also had a play in it was the mind correction. So there was a meditation sessions that IRP 72 actually suggested. 85 days of meditation was suggested. So I actually started phase 3 and actually completed that 84 days of meditation suggested. And then actually when I went through the entire cycle, I felt no, I should do it again because I fell in love with the entire meditation cycle. So I did the 85 days again. So it was almost the mid of January of this year, from about September of last year. I think about 5.5, 6 months. I actually did that day in, day out, waking up at 4:45 in the morning, and then now trying to work through the cycle, doing the journaling, and then following it up with the meditation under the audio supported meditation. So it was something that was making me a better person. Physically, obviously, because there was a lot of exercise that I was adding, but mentally also. Now I'm probably more calmer. I probably don't get driven away with the situation. I have the essence of the problem is what I'm trying to understand. I only react if I have to. Otherwise, I probably keep myself away from it and then let the situation solve itself. And some of the interesting aspects of the meditation was that I worked with inner transformation expert for about 2 to 3 weeks, trying to make her create a meditation scenario, a daily one, a routine that would work for me. So she actually gave me 3 audio-driven meditation cycles. One was for progressive relaxation and general well-being. It's a 20-minute meditation. And then there is a one for general protection, which is again about 17-18 minutes. So about 38-39 minutes of meditation that I do in the morning. This is like a morning session. I start at 4:45, complete these meditation cycles. And then she gave me one for gratitude, or say thank you and everything, or forgiveness. And that's done in the evening before I sleep. So these 2 things, the meditation cycle keeps me extremely calm. I'm happy about where I am, what I am, content with wherever I am in my current profession. And obviously physically I'm absolutely far better than maybe a year back. So I don't think I'm worried about the medication. Maybe even if I come back, take another medicine because there is something happening, okay. I think Dr. Malhar put it very well in the Hyderabad visit recently, that don't make the body do something that it can't do. I think putting a external chemical in for whatever it has to do, let it do. I think that's the best way of doing it. So
great. And any message that you would like to convey to the people who are watching this and who are still resisting to begin with this diabetes reversal, thing, like any message for them?
No, I think understanding your own body, also making sure you are very well versed, understanding the protocols, why they are done. Take your choices, do it well, because it's not about somebody is giving you a thorough routine and you have to do it 100%. But I think it is about understanding your body plus understanding the protocols. Take a mix and match and use what works for you. For me, it has been something that I always do is meditation. Like I told you, some things have become real habit in life. Like I do the dry rubbing and knocking in the morning, general warm up. There are some really good ones like the posture correction, the inverted feet during the brushing you do in the morning. So that posture correction also is something that has become habit for life. I do pranayama. I do a lot of yoga for diabetes, 5 or 6 asanas which were suggested by FFD. I do them every day whenever I find time. I play 3 times badminton in a week. I reduce that because stamina induces more appetite or more hunger, and I didn't want to go there. And then I run 3 times a week, about between 4 to 7 kilometers, depending upon the stamina I have that day. And then 5 times gymming in a week. Even if I don't do it 5 times, miss 1 or 2 days, I'm not worried. I personally feel that you have to keep up the happiness. I think you have to hold the happiness that you are in this position to do this, and gratitude all along to family, to everybody around you, whoever has helped you come to this stage. Absolutely.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Venugopal, for sharing this inspiring story. And I wish that you continue the momentum, and I wish you a super happy and super healthy life ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's a privilege and honor. Thank you. All the best. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.